Hello everyone, there's something very important I want to talk about. I actually learned something, a lot of things from a great author. You may know him, American people, Americans may know him. He's an American author, Robert Greene, the great Robert Greene. I actually learned a lot from this guy, a lot of things, not just one thing. I didn't read his book, but I watched the video about his book. He have a great book about power, the 48 laws of power. It's a great book. I didn't read it, but I listened to 1 hour of explanation of the video of the book, and I understand it. In daily basis, I listen to Robert Greene. He's a great author. He's a great guy. I really learned. I mean, if he can right now, if he can hear me, I don't know if he can hear me or not. But I have a huge respect toward him. In my real life, he was very beneficial for me. In my professional work, I don't want to talk about it, but he was a real. He was like. He was like having a mantra for me. He told me to have he made me to think about one thing in my life, which is if you work hard, you master the last laws of mastery. It's something like that. The last law of mastery. If you work hard on yourself, and not just working hard in your work, but you have to work hard in yourself. People work hard from their job, but they don't work hard inside for themselves, in to their psychology, to their themselves, to think. Working hard is very important, but at the beginning of your work, I passed this step, this period of time. I worked hard at the beginning of my work, but right now I don't think about working hard. I have some other things, which is I talked about in my last video, being certain, vigilant, and adaptable. If you wanted to listen it, you can go back to it, and it's about my personality and being vigilant, certain, vigilant, and adaptable. You can listen to it. It's a great book. I will put a link in the description below. You can listen, you can watch the video. That's not what I want to talk about today. There is one thing very more important than all of these things that I talked about. This thing is, if someone hurted you once, or if someone manipulated you or deceived you once, I learned this from Robert Greene. If someone hurted you once, they are going to do it in the future again to you. You have to be very careful about this, vigilant. So this is very important. Think about those who near to you, or even if anyone if they hurted you once, if they manipulated you once, if they deceived you once, probably they are going to do it. They are going to do it again in the future. And that's for sure. You have to be very careful about it. Vigilant. Being vigilant here is very important. We have to be careful about this. So someone broke your heart once, They are going to do it again if you're not careful. If you have to deceive them to prevent their deception against you, to prevent their hurt against you, to prevent their harm to you. There are people who literally want to kill you emotionally, kill your soul, your soul. I mean, not just to die physically, but die internally. They want to kill you. They want to kill your heart. You have to be very careful. You are the most important person in this world. You are a human being. You have to be careful about this. It's for everyone, for Muslims and for disbelievers. If someone hurted you, you have to be careful. You are a great person. You have to know that. No matter how much you love that person, if this person is a girl or a man, a male or female, doesn't matter. You have to be careful about this. Absolutely. So don't get to this deception. Don't fall this deception. Never trust someone. I personally, in generally, I trust, I mean, I don't say everyone, but the ones I love, I trust them. But sometimes someone, if hurted you, broke your heart, deceived you, you have to be careful about it and do not fall to this mistake again. I personally thank Robert Greene for teaching me this lesson. It's a great lesson. If it wasn't for him, I wasn't. If it wasn't him, I wasn't. I wouldn't learn this. I continuously learn from him. I do on daily basis. I watch his videos on Instagram. I hope you follow him on Instagram, Robert Greene. He have YouTube also. You're gonna learn a lot of things. I'm not agree with all of his points in his life. I don't want to talk about it right now, but I don't agree for all of his things he did in the past, for all of his books, but I don't want to talk about it. But I respect this guy a lot, and he's a great person. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for listening, and take care. See you another time.